Alright, in problems number 14 and 15, we're using this graph, y equals f of x. And the first question, 14, says, which of the following transformations basically would be applied to get the g graph? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a comparison of a couple of points. I first chose these points, but I think it's more convenient to choose the obvious turning points. So the coordinates here are -1, 2, and the coordinates here are 1, -1. Now, these points are easy to find on the new graph. This turning point now has coordinates -2, 4, and this turning point here now has coordinates 0, -2. Now, how could I have gotten these particular points? Well, if I compare the y values, what would have been done to this graph vertically? If I go from 2 for y to 4 for y in the new graph, there must have been a vertical stretch. So I will assume there is a vertical stretch, and as far as the y coordinates, I went from I went from 1 to 0, which means it seems to have moved my points to the left by 1 unit. So which of these functions reflects a transformation of a vertical stretch by 2? Well, it's not this one, and it's not this one. So actually it's not this one either. So let me see if this when applied to this function here will give me the new graph. Well, this will stretch my graph vertically, and this will move my graph left 1. These were stretched vertically by 2, and the y coordinates were shifted from -1 to -2, which is a shift left, and from 1 to 0, which is shift left 1. And let's see, let me check what I have here. Vertical stretched by a factor 2 with a shift left 1. So how did I go about this? I chose some obvious points that I could locate easily on both graphs, and I made a comparison of the y values and the x values to see how one could be changed to the other, and chose the appropriate answer for these two transformations.